Having been in Kenya for a few years, visiting Lake Victoria bordering Kenya was always on our bucket list. We boarded a small Dash 8 aircraft operated by Renegade Air from Wilson Airport, Nairobi, and reached the Kabunde airstrip, Homa Bay, in about 45 minutes. After a short road trip from the airport, we checked into Victoria Sands Lodge, located on the bank of Lake Victoria. Victoria Sands Lodge, situated in Mbita within Homa Bay County, offers guests a serene environment enriched by diverse plant life, abundant bird species, captivating sunsets, and panoramic views of Lake Victoria. The lodge is enveloped by lush gardens featuring a variety of flora, including tropical plants and palm trees. These well maintained gardens provide a tranquil setting for guests to relax and enjoy nature. Out on a walk across the sprawling lawns, we were greeted by the loud burbling chatter from a flock of weaver birds, a soothing nature's melody which truly captivated us. These small birds were darting from one branch to another, carrying twigs or leaves, and busy building their intricate nests on a towering tamarind tree. The nests are a sight to behold. Hanging delicately from the branches of a tall tamarind tree, resembling miniature umbrellas or tightly woven baskets. Each nest is constructed with an array of grasses, twigs, and leaves, all interlaced with such precision that it almost seems as though the birds are following an ancient blueprint passed down through the generations. The male birds take the lead in building the nests, apparently to impress potential mates. As they work, they construct several nests, each one vying for the attention of a female. The nests are not just functional shelters, they are a display of strength, skill, and creativity. The male weaver bird will often decorate the nest, hanging it with brightly colored objects or flowers to catch the eye of a passing female. If a female is impressed with the nest, she will move in, and together they will complete the structure, reinforcing it with additional layers. These little avian creatures, so small yet so purposeful, work tirelessly, creating intricate masterpieces that are a true testament to their instinctual brilliance. Positioned along the lake's shoreline, Victoria Sands Lodge provides expansive views of Lake Victoria. The tranquil waters and distant islands contribute to a picturesque and calming atmosphere, enhancing the overall experience for visitors. The lake is rough today, and the sounds of waves splashing against the shore is quiet and serene. A pied kingfisher flutters around over the lake, angling for its catch, and suddenly, with a few wing beats, dives headfirst into the water. Alas, it has to come up again as the fish seems to have dodged the bird somehow. Fishing boats are seen plying in the distance, silhouetted against the skyline. The lodge is renowned for its breathtaking sunsets over Lake Victoria. Evening skies are painted with hues of orange, pink, and purple, creating a mesmerizing backdrop for relaxation. Guests can enjoy these views from the lodge's beachfront and continue watching the starlit open skies seated next to a bonfire. In the distance, the lights from the nearby island and fishing boats were flashing, forming a glittering necklace around the lake horizon. In the morning, we wake up to the sounds of nature, the cheerful chirps and calls of the birds, the soft rustling of leaves, and the renewed, frenetic darting around and nest building by the weaver birds. After breakfast, we headed to nearby waterbus terminal at Mbita town. At Mbita pier, travelers gather waiting for the famous waterbus, a large, brightly painted vessel that ferries passengers between the islands. The boat is lively, locals carrying baskets of fresh produce, traders with their goods, and a few tourists eager for an island getaway. The hum of conversations, occasional bursts of laughter, and the distant calls of fish eagles create a vibrant atmosphere. The water bus is an environment friendly mode of transportation between the mainland and small adjoining islands like Rusinga, Fungana, and Takawiri. These islands have exclusive resorts which offer peaceful escape from city life, amenities, and excursions to the tourists. The water bus offers 3 to 4 round trips to facilitate island hopping during the day. As the water bus departs, gentle ripples form in its wake. The lake stretches endlessly, a vast expanse of blue meeting the sky at a hazy horizon. The journey to Takawiri Island takes about 40 minutes, passing by small islands, rocky outcrops, and occasional fishing boats. The ride is smooth with a cooling breeze that makes the heat of the day more bearable. Along the way, the scenic beauty is mesmerizing. Floating patches of water hyacinth, flocks of white egrets soaring above, eagles, kingfishers, and other birds making occasional swoops. The lake, calm yet commanding, reflects the sky in an endless rhythmic dance of waves. Lake Victoria is the largest lake in Africa and the second largest freshwater lake in the world by surface area, covering approximately 68,800 square kilometers or 26,600 square miles. It is shared by 3 East African countries: Tanzania, Uganda, and Kenya. Tanzania occupies 49%, Uganda 45%, and Kenya has 6% of the area of the lake. The lake has an average depth of 40 meters and a maximum depth of 80 meters. The lake is named after Queen Victoria and was first documented by European explorers in the mid 19th century. Lake Victoria receives 80% of its water from direct rainfall. Many rivers and small streams flow into the lake, bringing additional water. The Kagera River is the largest river flowing into the lake from Uganda's side. Lake Victoria is the source of River Nile, originating near Jinja, Uganda, on the lake's northern shore, and acts as a primary reservoir for the White Nile. River Nile is known as the longest river in the world, flowing over a massive 6,695 kilometers. It flows northward with several tributaries feeding into it through 11 African countries, and it flows into the Mediterranean Sea in Egypt. The Nile has been an important source of life for people throughout history, and several civilizations have thrived around its banks, including the 5,000-year-old Egyptian civilization, which built the Great Pyramids on its banks. The lake is home to a variety of fish species, including the famous Nile perch, which was introduced and has significantly affected the native ecosystem. Millions of people depend on Lake Victoria for fishing, transportation, and fresh water. Major cities along its shores include Kampala in Uganda, Kisumu in Kenya, and Mwanza in Tanzania. The lake contains over 3,000 islands, including the Sese Islands in Uganda, which are popular for tourism. The lake faces threats from pollution, invasive species like the water hyacinth, and overfishing, which have impacted water quality and fish populations. After a comfortable journey of about 45 minutes, the water bus approaches Takawiri Island and is docked at the pier. A stairway is laid out for the passengers to come out comfortably, and they are received by the resort staff. Unlike the other Lake Victoria Islands, Takawiri is unique with its powdery white sandy beaches, swaying palm trees, and crystal clear waters, more reminiscent of a tropical coastal retreat than a freshwater island. Stepping onto the shore, the warm sand feels soft beneath our feet. The island is quiet, peaceful, and almost untouched, with only a handful of cottages nestled among the palms. We checked into Victoria's Sands Resort in Takaviri, a beachfront hotel featuring an outdoor swimming pool, private beach area, and on site restaurant and bar. The check in process was effortless, and the warm smiles of the staff made us feel instantly at home. Our cottage faced the expansive lake, offering an uninterrupted view of the sparkling blue waters stretching onto the horizon. Stepping onto the private veranda, a gentle breeze carried the scent of fresh lake air mixed with hints of flowering bougainvillea and wild hibiscus from the surrounding gardens. Inside, the room was spacious and cozy, featuring a large, comfortable bed. Solar powered lighting gave the space a warm ambience, while the furniture added a touch of authenticity. Mornings at Takaviri Victoria's Sands began with the melodic calls of eagles, kites, egrets, chatter of weaver birds, and the gentle rustling of palm fronds. Breakfast was served under a shaded terrace featuring freshly brewed coffee, tropical fruits, and warm mandasi. The island came to life with the fishermen plying their boats out into the lake. From our veranda, we spotted the African yellow-billed kite perched majestically on an adjoining pillar and scanning the surroundings patiently and warming itself in the sun. As the day unfolds, the kite is often seen circling the skies, leaving between the tall palm trees and over the rolling waves. A striking bird, its plumage glows like a splash of sunshine against the vast backdrop of the African sky. The warm golden hues of its feathers are a vivid contrast to the deep blue of the sea and the lush greenery of the island below. With sharp eyes scanning the landscape, the kite moves with grace, its wings wide and steady, gliding on the gentle breeze that carries the salty scent of the ocean. The island, with its peaceful surroundings, provides the perfect stage for such a majestic sight. The kite's movements are almost hypnotic, a fluid dance in the air. It hovers, then dives with precision, its talons ready to strike, whether it is hunting for a meal or simply reveling in the freedom of the open sky. The sun reflects off its golden feathers, adding a hint of magic to the already breathtaking view of the island. Another bird that catches the attention is the pied crow. With its bold black and white feathers, it cuts a dramatic silhouette as it flits from tree to tree or hops along the shores looking for its next meal. As we went out for a walk along the island's shoreline, we encountered a group of fishermen engaged in pulling in the day's haul on their long extended fishing nets. Their daily routine begins with the casting of nets from their boats early in the day before sunrise or late afternoon, as this is when fish are more active and close to the surface. In some areas, particularly for certain species, the fishermen will even venture out at night, using lanterns or other light sources to attract fish to the surface. When it comes to pulling the nets in, the fishermen are patient, waiting for the right moment when the net is filled. As the nets are hauled in, the fishermen work in unison, each knowing their role, each muscle working with the precision of a well tuned machine. The energy is palpable as laughter and calls echo across the water, breaking the quiet of the dawn. The catch today is not much, a few small Nile perches, which they share amongst themselves. But there is a sense of quiet satisfaction among the men. It's not just about the fish, but the tradition, the connection to the sea, and the island's rhythm that has existed for generations. This is the lifeblood of Takawiri, a community that thrives on the water and whose daily life is inextricably linked to the deep blue expanse that surrounds them. Further ahead, we encounter a flock of white egrets, graceful, statuesque birds, flit between the branches of tall trees lining the shore, their long, slender necks craning and their elegant wings stretching wide. Their sharp, high pitched clattering fills the air as though nature itself is composing a symphony of vibrant life. The egrets seem to communicate through this clatter, a chorus of noise that reverberates off the lake and mingles with the soft rustling of the trees. The sight of their pure white feathers against the backdrop of deep greens and the endless blue sky creates a contrast that is both striking and peaceful. The trees, tall and ancient, with branches heavy with leaves, provide the perfect perch for these majestic birds. Some egrets stand silently, surveying the surrounding waters, while others engaged in lively interactions, either chasing one another through the branches or settling into their nests. The quiet of the island's early mornings is quickly interrupted by this gathering, as if the trees themselves are alive with excitement. As we walked further ahead, we were challenged aggressively by some geese, cackling loudly, accompanied by posturing, flapping wings, and moving towards us as if we were encroaching their territory. We retreated tactically just in time, diverting their attention to other passers-by. A cormorant was spotted wading in the water and diving in occasionally in search of fish. A pied kingfisher sat on a palm branch, scanning the waters. On spotting a fish, it flew up, flapping its wings and ready for the dive. As the sun begins its slow descent over the horizon, the sky transforms to a palette of ever changing hues, casting a glow over the still waters. Gentle ripples shimmer across the lake. Fishermen in slender wooden boats glide silently across the lake, casting shadows against the fading light. The rhythmic splash of oars resound in the calm. Above, flocks of birds return to their nests along the shoreline. Their calls echo softly, mingling with the evening breeze. Slowly, darkness descends over the Takawiri island, like a soft shawl draped across the shoulders of the lake. Occasional streaks of lightning illuminate the night sky. Lights from fishing boats across the lake flash from afar. Victoria's crystal clear waters are also suitable for swimming. The water is shallow, cool, and pleasant near the shore and without any strong waves. The lake also teems with a variety of freshwater species like Nile perch, tilapia, and also variety of smaller, colorful fishes known as Victoria cichlids, spotted in the rocky shores and vegetated areas of the lake. Not surprisingly, the island is also home to a variety of birds ranging from kingfishers, egrets, herons, eagles, kites, which can be spotted soaring in the sky. Leaving Takawiri Island was no easy task. As we boarded the boat back to Mbita, I took one last look at the idyllic beach, the calm blue waters, and the lush greenery. This was more than just a stay, it was an escape into serenity, a retreat into nature, and a reminder of the simple joys of life.